Welcome back to Waste Nights, 2nd edition. We're playing Safe Haven, 2-player, playing with Lisa Gomez, Nellie Thompson. This is the second half of turn 3, and we will be having Lisa Gomez going. She's sitting right here, right now, on a plot marker. And so I think for her very first action, we are going to go ahead and do that plot marker. But we're going to take a look at her character sheet first, see what she's got going on there. And then we're going to come back to the board. And for her first action, she will be doing the plot marker then. Alright, I thought we'd take a quick look at Lisa Gomez here. She's got 1 experience only. She's got no experience. She's got 1 medicine, 1 ammo. She's got 1 damage, which is not a big deal. She has no gas cans, everything's spent. She did have a hand grenade though. Got her vest, pistol, barbed wire club, all in perfect shape. And it says, after you defeat an enemy in combat, during your turn, you may perform an additional action. I'm not sure if I've done that before. I'm not sure. I don't think she's defeated anything. She's been beaten up every time. But to keep that in mind, that's her special ability. All right, back. We're going to go now to the board, and we're going to be doing that plot encounter, special encounter right there where she is. So that'll be her first action. Alright, so we're sitting on top of a plot marker. So for action number 1, we're going to take this little plot marker here, and I'm just going to put that on the side of the board, because we're supposed to be trying to collect at least 2 of them. So far we've collected none, but she's on space 26. And for space 26, we see 90. So we're going to go to 90 in the Book of Tales. Of course, the Book of Tales is this gargantuan, thick thing here. So we're going to check out 90. And see what she has for a plot encounter there. So let's have a look. It says, those in Perth couldn't exactly say what's on the island, but they told you to find some large caliber gun. You asked whether they could give you something from the armaments of old ships. They refused, claiming that nothing would fit on a car. Fortunately, unlike them, you spend your life on the road, so you know where to look. It says, hardly anyone visits the old airport in the middle of nowhere, unless even less people know that once you venture deep into the forest, you might find much more than just a ruined control tower and steel skeletons of military planes. Locals claim that people working close to the trees sometimes vanish, but you're different than anyone, right? So we can choose. You can set fire to the forest. Oh God. Flames will clear the path, or you can drive into the bush. Oh my goodness. Let's not torch the place. Let's drive into the bush. So we're going to go to 310. We got a Jeep. I mean, we should be able to drive somewhere. So we have to go to encounter 310. If I can get there. Flipping through the book. Alright, 310. The bush is thick and dry. You're driving very slowly. Twigs keep snapping under your wheels. You're pretty sure you can hear something more a few times. So you have no idea what it might be. Suddenly, some shape jumps at you. Oh, great. Search the matching wasteland deck for the first kangaroo enemy. Resolve combat according to normal rules. This enemy gains ambush. Well, we get ambushed going through the forest. So we have to go through the deck and find the first kangaroo enemy. And so we're going to take the forest deck here, and we're just going to flip through it until we can find an enemy that has, there it is. So we find a Tasmanian devil. Threat 2. Holy moly. Okay, that is some nasty little dude. Alright. Not impressive. Alright, we're going to zoom down on that encounter. We're going to find out what it is. Oh boy, this is looking pretty nasty. So it's Tasmanian devil. Threat 2. This enemy deals damage. So we get a gear card. We take it out. But we have a threat 2. So we have to pull 2 threat tokens. And it gets ambush. So we can't... Oh, it's ranged. How is it ranged? Oh, I guess it has like little Tesla coils attached to it. Alright, 2 threat tokens out of the bag. I'm just trying to flip them around here. Alright, oh boy, what do we have for the threat tokens? We have... Oh great, we're going to get 2 damage from that. And we're going to get... I think that means ambush, doesn't it? I have to check the rules here, find out what that means. So those are our 2 threat tokens. And looking at that threat token, it means your enemy gains the armor-piercing trait. Oh my god, resolve when the enemy attacks. So our armor is useless. It has armor-piercing, 2 extra damage. It's going to be rolling a white and a green. We only need to do 2 damage against it, though. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're going to have to get out the dice tray. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to use as well. It has ambush, so it's going to attack first and nothing we do about it. Let's take a look at Lisa Gomez and what weapon she's going to use. Well, we are going to get beat up, I think, pretty good. We're going to go ahead and use the barbed wire, the barbed wire club. It's rolling 2 green, and we have a green and white. So we're going to be rolling 3 green, 1 white. Once per combat, you may reroll all of your dice if you do break this card. So we can reroll if we want. We only need 2 damage. We're probably going to be able to do it, but man, if we take 7 damage from this thing, we cannot even use our armor to mitigate any damage. So we're just going to have to suck it up. All right, let's get out the dice tray and roll up this combat. All right, the dice tray is out. It will be rolling 1 green, 1 red. That's not terrible, but it's going to be giving us 2 damage, and we can't use our armor. So it gives us a total of 4 damage. All right, I'm going to put that over at Lisa's area so I don't forget. So we take a total of 4 damage. There's no way to mitigate it. We do get to retaliate now with our stick, our baseball bat. So our baseball bat, like I said, we're going to be rolling 3 green dice, 3 green, and a white. So this is us retaliating with the bat. So it's got to pop at us, ambush, and we get to attack it. Wow, and 3 damage, which is enough to take it out. And so boom, we defeat it, but we are taking 4 damage. But we do get a gear card as a reward. No experience though, but anyway, we'll get a gear card. So let's take our lumps and see what gear we got. Oh boy. Alright, we're taking 4 damage, and there's nothing we can do about it. We cannot break our armor because it has armor piercing. Well, that sucks. Alright, so we're going to take 4 damage. And yeah, we will be using our last medicine, I think, to heal. Because holy moly, we've got 3, 4. We now have 5 damage on us of a total of 8 health. But we do get a gear card. I'm going to pull a gear from the bottom of the deck. And it's all shuffled up. And see what we get. And we get... Oh, come on! We get a vest! God damn it. We already have a vest. So interesting. I guess the pooch was wearing a vest. And, well, we can use it as 2... For 2 gold. We're going to stick that into our off-road vehicle. So that was not fantastic. That was actually not the greatest. Alright, that was our first action, plot action. And let's see what happens after that. So we'll go back to the main board, and we have to read the resolution for if we defeat it. Alright, success! We have defeated it. It chomped on us pretty heavily, though. It says, if you defeat this enemy, you attack blindly, not sure if it actually killed. More sounds can be heard, so you hurry deeper into the scrub, just to leave whatever it is far behind. You almost crash into a wrecked gunship. Okay, so C280. We get the spoils, though, so 280. We got to go to encounter 280 and see what that is. Alright, 280. A huge cannon is mounted on the front of the hull. 30mm caliber or so. Something like this would turn even the toughest Cerberus construct into a pile of junk. You need to retrieve it somehow. So, you take your tools and attempt to disassemble the cannon. Oh boy, we have terrible tech. Your repair is at least 2. What is my repair? Yeah, my repair is at least 2. You painstakingly unscrew screw after screw, C218. Your blades at least 1 die. Mama didn't give birth to a wimp, your muscles versus the junk. So we can do, we can either repair it, or we can use our blades. Because we do have those abilities. Let's go ahead and use the blades. We're just going to chop this thing off. Or should we? No, we're going to use repair. Let's not break it. Let's go to repair, which is 218. And see what it says. It says, all this work takes a couple of hours, but in the end you manage to detach both the cannon and its ammo reserve. You doubt it might actually work after so many years of neglect, but you take it anyway. Gain an experience! Take the challenge token from your space and place it in the plot sheet. Write Cannon 218 on an entry token and place it on your vehicle sheet. This token is treated as a gear card that takes 2 spots and has a value of 4. You may keep it for later. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, we're going to have to get that all set up. And we have defeated an enemy, and Lisa Gomez's special ability is after you defeat an enemy, you get 1 additional action. So cool. So we get an additional action as well. Alright, let's get that set up. Alright, so I've made a card here called Cannon 218. It takes up 2 gear slots. We have 5 that we can carry. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can carry one more gear card in our Jeep, and it's worth a 4 gold value. So we've actually got a lot of gold value if we want to do a trade action to the city. We do get one extra action though, which is cool because we defeated an enemy. And we're going to do a camp action right now, which still leaves us another action afterwards. So we're going to spend our medicine, of course, and we're going to get rid of the 3 wounds. We are really beaten up, so we still have 2 wounds on us. We're at 6 health. We have no more medicine. And I'm wondering if we should just go ahead now and do an an exploration action. We can pull 3 cards. I think we might want to end off with an exploration action. So we did a camp action, which is nice. Got to do a bit of healing, but I think, oh, and we got 1 experience. I almost forgot that. We get an experience. We're up to 2. We're almost leveling up, but not quite. I think to end off our episode, we are going to go ahead and do an exploration action and see if we can get some more medicine at least. All right, let's do that. Back to the main board. All right, so we're going to do an exploration action. What do we do for an exploration action? She has an exploration of 3. So we take the deck here. We are in a forest space, so we're going to go ahead and, go ahead in the forest space, and we're going to take a look. So in the forest, we can get a gas can and a damage. I think we're going to dump that one. We don't want to do that. Let's go to the next one. We're really looking for medicine. Yes, we get medicine. Place 1 marker. Place an encounter marker in your space. So this is exactly what we wanted. We're going to get a medicine, which is perfect, and we are going to place one of those little markers, if I can find one. I'll have to find one later and stick it here on the space. So if you ever travel into it again, it's going to be an encounter. But we are going to grab a medicine, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so we grab a medicine, which we need because we don't want to be completely damaged when we get to the end game. Back to the main board, we're going to put that encounter token on the location, and then we're going to end off our episode for today. Alright, so I found it. It's the danger marker. So we're going to actually put that right there. Now, this only activates when you move into the space or through it, so it's not going to be doing anything at the moment, but we do add it there as per the exploration card. So that's going to be our end of our episode for today. That was actually not too bad. We have our first plot marker. Remember, we need 2 of them, 1 for each player. And I forgot it was the end of turn 3, so we have to move the turn marker as well. So let's do that right now. Alright, so we are going into turn 4. So that was the end of turn 3. Nellie's going to be at the start of turn 4. I'm just putting the plot marker here on the side of the board. It tells you to put it on the plot sheet, but I've got so much stuff going on the side of the board, so I'm just going to leave it here. We need 2 of these. And then someone has to get back to Perth. We have a special encounter going on at the beginning of turn 5, but we have an entire turn to go yet before we get there. Alright, now we're going to go back to the main map, and we're going to wrap up our episode for today. Alright, so not bad, not bad. I had a pretty good turn. We got a plot marker, we got some gear, we get a cannon, so that might help us when we raid the island later on. We get a little bit more medicine, and yeah, I think all in all, not too bad. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Waste Knight's 2nd edition. We're playing a 2-player game of Safe Haven. We have Nellie Thompson, the Stalker. We have Lisa Gomez, the Scout. And we're getting about 1/3 of the way, halfway through the game. And I'm doing just 1 character an episode. I know they're pretty quick, but I want to get these episodes up as quickly as possible, and by having them be short like this, I'm able to do that. So thanks so much. We'll see you next time for the continuation Waste Night 2nd edition. We're playing Safe Haven.